2023-2024 season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Layout strikes back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Relle and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up a little yard in the chat. Baltimore Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Nico, we trust that we know about that. MFF fail, that new roster. Cooking up with Curry, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite for winning is hearty. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining we home like Fosters. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luka and Kyrie. They created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Relle and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFL, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode. We talk Mavs, but we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective, guys. Much needed win for the Mavs tonight. We definitely gonna get into all that. But before we do, guys, we ask you to do one thing. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And everyone who's watching the show tonight, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button. Hit that like button for this win for the Mavs tonight, man. This much needed win for the Mavs tonight. Definitely needed it, man.
Yes, sir.
Listen. It is your boys, Relle and King, back with another one, guys. You already know how we do this. Let's get into it, man. You ready, King?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's see. Where are you at? Takeaways of the game. All right, let's get into it, man. So, as y'all know, Dallas wins 118-102. We'll put that up for everybody to see. 118-102. Dallas shoots 48% from the field. Philly shoots 43% from the field. 3-pointers, Dallas shoots 39%. Philly shoots a whopping 27%. Free throws, Dallas shoots 73%, 17-23. Philly shoots 14-20 for 70%. We got our rebounding 51-44. Offensive rebounds 16-8. Defensive rebounds, Dallas wins 36-35. All right, King, go ahead and let the folks at home know, man. What was your takeaways of the game today, man?
Can you scroll up some so I can see the rest of the guys?
All right, my bad.
On the list. You're fine. I felt like, man, really, other than the first quarter, well, let me get on the offense first. Offense was ugly for 3 quarters. I felt like we really were playing down to the competition, that we normally do. It was what it was. I don't know what it was. Luka, I feel like it wasn't one of his best games, probably one of his worst games, actually, but I'll get into that more a little bit later. But the team was trying to flow with him. Kyrie was trying to get involved, missing a couple shots. Looked like his hand was still bothering him a little bit, maybe the brace. But defense was awesome other than the first quarter, I felt like. I think they held him like under 20 points, maybe 2 quarters or close to it. I thought it was pretty decent. He only ended up with 102 points. That was good. And then in the fourth quarter, I feel like Kyrie kind of took over as being like the lead ball handler, understanding that we needed to get it done. And guys just kind of followed, and we kind of just snowballed from there. Today, Kyrie even got more assists than Luka. I feel like Luka probably had a game where he just wanted to chill back. These are one of those games where you're like, I wish Luka could have one of these games, and we still win the game. And it happened tonight, so that was a good sight to see. Big shots, guys by Maxi Kleber, Grant Williams, Josh Green is amazing. He's been on one recently. I don't know what's up with him. Maybe it's trade rumors. Jaden Hardy, good to see him get time. He was actually huge because of some other player not showing up, but I'll talk about that. Good to see Rashawn Holmes get a couple of time. He didn't get anything, just a little bit at the end, though. Gave him something, at least. Omax as well. I feel like Dwight's still playing well out there. He didn't get you any points today, but he was getting big rebounds, got you a block, things like that. Like, he was out there playing and doing what we needed him to do. One guy, though, that I want to single out, Tim Hardaway Jr. You can't have a guy that you're talking about, possibly being a number 2 or number 1 some days, playing 22 minutes and getting you 0 points. If we're going to go, based off of stats and numbers and all, he may have been the worst player that played today, just in general. And I don't know how you can combat that and fight. Even his plus minus is a 0 even. He was at a minus 17 at one point, got it to a 0, which is pretty cool. But Yeah, he was trash today. The TCJ Monica. I was waiting for him after this one. Shout out to Maxi Kleber too. Maxi Kleber been on one since he returned. I guess the savior. We're gonna call him Maxi Messiah. That's my name for him. So he's good out there. Just said Josh Green. Luka wasn't even on both sides of the ball. I felt like it was a big game for him, but he made a couple big shots at the end. Kyrie, we missed Kyrie. It was great to see him out there on the floor again. Still not getting foul calls the way he should be getting them, getting knocked to the floor. I hate watching that, but it was just good, man. Grant Williams got hot for a second. I was out there making buckets. It was good to see him. Like I said, it was just Tim Hardaway Jr. We did all this we beat a team by 16 points with Tim Hardaway Jr. getting 0. So, but other guys tell me he's always necessary and all of that. I mean, we did make it to the Western Conference Finals without him, but that's a different story. But yeah, other than that, bro, I don't really got much to say. It was a good game. Oh, also Jason Kidd. Shout out to Joe. He called this out in the fourth quarter, especially when they brought the younger guys in. They started running sets, running plays for players, and guys were getting easy buckets, cutting, going around, passing the ball. It was good to see. I was proud of that. And, the only complaint I really got all in all about the game was Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I didn't think he did anything at all for us. And, so it's my only complaint. But shout out to the Mavs for getting one done against a team without their MVP candidate. And let's see if we can win another one, hopefully.
You said Cardio T?
Cardio T, man.
Man, I ain't got too much to take away from the game. I mean, it was a win they needed. I'm not gonna put too much into it, man. I ain't saying we finna rattle off 7-8 wins in a row or nothing, man. Like you said, we gotta win against a team that's missing their best player. That's what you should expect the team to do. Take care of business when the best player is not playing. So that's what they did. I'm not gonna put too much into what Maxey did today or the White Pally and them guys. Hey, you finally showed up. I mean, you show up once every 20 games. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and throw a parade because you had a good game today. Luka's the only superstar I know in the league that if he doesn't go out and go supernova, the team loses. He doesn't have the luxury of having a team built like, Denver, like I always said before, like Boston. We've seen those guys. Matter of fact, we played a game against Jokic where he scored on 11 points and he blew us out. We've seen games where Boston, Tatum can go out there and get you like 15 and they blow people out. Kawhi Leonard got a stacked team for helping him out right now, right? Like Luka's the only superstar I know, man, where like if he has to score 45, I think there was a stat that came out. I forgot the stat off the top of my head, but I think he had to score like 40 plus points for us to win games. Or like,
I think we're 10-1.
10-1, yeah. When he scores 40 plus,
and like something horrible when he 45 plus actually.
45 plus, yeah.
And when he scores under that, we're like under 500.
So that's what I'm saying. Like stats like that just pretty much tells the story of how this team is built. We don't have people on this team, man, that can generate offense unless Luka's out there, man. Like I said, I know Luka wasn't looking his best today. I mean, I don't blame him. The guy's he's pretty beat up. I mean, I think he's running on reserves right now, man. I think he probably needs his break more than anybody coming up here. So, like I said, man, he's due for one of these type of games, man. He's not superhuman, right? We think he's superhuman because of the stuff he does. Not realizing, man, that takes a toll on people, man. And for us to have to expect for him to do that every night just for us to win games, man, that's not fair for him. It'd be nice to have a team built around him to where he could do this every night, just chill, get you 15, 16 or whatever, and we win games. That'd be nice. But that's not the case, but it is what it is.
No one saw 40 minutes.
Yeah. And that's why I think we talk about having Kyrie so much on this show because we need Kyrie, man. It showed tonight. Luka wasn't on. If we didn't have Kyrie tonight and Luka wasn't on, we was gonna lose this game by double digits.
Absolutely.
Like it wouldn't even been a question. Like we needed every bit of Kyrie's points today, man, to help us win this game. That's why we've been asking him to come back. He's been out for 6 games with the thumb injury. The one thing I was scared of is that Kyrie was gonna probably come in and be a little rusty. He didn't show that today. He was very efficient today. On both ends. He was pretty good on both ends today, man. So we definitely needed that from him. The defense stepped it up in the second half a little bit there. The battle of the 6 men. One 6-man showed up. I know he started today, but he's normally their 6th man, and Kelly Oubre. He looked good today. Our 6-man looked like trash. I'm gonna get on him in a minute. Josh Green looked good today, man.
Yeah.
The only question y'all always hear me say with Josh Green if he has games like this is, can he consistently do this? This is all we ever ask. Like, we see that he can do it. It's all about consistency. And for those who were saying he can't do it when Luka plays, I guess that theory's out the window now, which is what I've been saying. I never use that excuse of him not being able to do it when Luka's out there. It's like it's all in Josh Green's head. It's all on him. You can do it, bro. Like, you just using excuses of, oh, he can't do it with Luka or can't you with Kyrie or whatever the case is. I never thought that. I always thought he can do it. It was always on Josh Green to go out there and actually produce and go out there and play like he wasn't scared. And he did. He's been doing that over the last handful of games here. So hopefully he can keep that up, man. If we can get this Josh Green to play like this the rest of the season, we might have a new third option, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Williams, I'm not going to give him too much praise. He did good today. Like I said, he'll have this game today and then follow up with 10 straight games, man, where he's throwing out zero. So I'm not going to go overboard on some of these guys, man. Like, I know some people probably are, like the Maxies and all that stuff, man. I'm not going to do it. If anything, the only thing it tells me is that their trade value is going up. That's it. So I'm not going to sit here and because they had a couple good games or whatever the case is and say, oh, sign to a contract extension. That's not how it's going to work for me. But trade value is going up in my eyes, bro. So keep playing the way you playing, bro. Let's just try to get you up out of here, man. Yep. Shout out to Jaden Hardy, man. He's been playing very solid here over the last few games.
Yep.
Started to find some ways to get him some minutes and stuff. I like the fact, man, how he attacks if he can't find hole to the basket or whatever, a lane to the basket, he's pulling up for the mid range. This not getting into the defense, but just kind of picking his spots. You know what I'm saying? So, and the times he is picking it, he's capitalizing on it. He's getting fouled a couple times. He ain't calling it, but it's all good. He's just making better decisions. It looks like right now, man. I think he's starting to get it. Utilize the mid range, man. You don't always have to go into the teeth of the defense, man. Just utilize the mid range. Like I've always said before, man. Some of the greatest players in NBA history, even the greatest players now in today's game, are effective in the mid range. Yeah. Study them guys, man. And like I said, you a big fan of Kyrie. You see how Kyrie's effective in the mid range. If he can't get all the way in there, he pull up for the mid range. It's very effective. Yep. Other than that, man, I don't really have too much else, man.
I'm about to say you don't.
Mm-hmm. I'm tired of Tim Hardaway, man, being a punching bag. It's getting old. Like, we see what's going on with Tim Hardaway, man. Some people are naive too. I ain't gonna say no name. Y'all know who he is. Let me just put it like this. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. John, you can't say nothing else about Tim Hardaway ever again. He put up straight zeros out here. We call him Cardio T now, bro. That's how bad this man was today. The part that gets me about Tim is not only is he inconsistent on the offensive end, bro, he's horrible on defense.
Horrible.
You talked about him being a negative 17 and going up to a 0. You know why that is? It's not because of his individual defense. It's because he was in a lineup with guys who were capitalizing at that time.
Yep.
Who were effective at that time. You was in there with Kyrie and Luka and Josh Green, all them guys. That's the reason why your stuff went back up to a 0. It had nothing to do with you. I obviously it had nothing to do with you. You went 0-4 tonight. Mm-hmm. Like, so
shout out the kid for taking him out in the fourth quarter, though.
Thank you. I don't trust Tim Hardaway in the fourth quarter. I've said that a million times. I don't trust him. I know you be joking talking about fourth quarter Timmy or whatever, but
oh no, that's definitely a joke.
No, I know.
Absolutely,
I do not trust that man in the fourth quarter. I've said that a million times. I know people are always bringing up the fact that we went to the Western Conference Finals without him. It's not even just about the Western Conference Finals. I've said this a million times. If Tim Hardaway is your third option, that's not a good look. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why we're struggling this year. I'm not saying it's all on Tim Hardaway, but it's like if you had a more effective third option on the games like today when you don't have a guy like when Luka's having his off game, you have another guaranteed option to carry the team when Luka's not out there. Shout out to Josh Green. He did that today. But I'm talking about on a consistent basis. And the guy if when he wakes up, he's gonna get you 20 or whatever the case is. Consistently. He's a guy that you watching the scout tape for. A guy that you out there, got your defensive scheme around like they do Luka or like they do Kyrie. It'd be nice to get another guy like that.
Yep.
We don't have that with Tim Hardaway. And this is why I kept saying we need to trade Tim Hardaway when his value was his highest, because I think right now his value is his lowest. Y'all heard the reports that teams don't want him and all that stuff. This is why. Like, people aren't stupid. That These scouts and these other teams, they're not just paying attention to their team. If they're going to get somebody off another team, they have to pay attention to other teams too to get an understanding of if they want somebody or if they don't want somebody or whatever the case is. These other teams watch Tim Hardaway. They know how he is. They know his record. They know his history. The same thing that we've been saying for the longest on this channel. They know his history. It's nothing new to anybody. This is going to be Tim Hardaway every single year. Yeah. I know people think he's going to turn the corner when he had 5 good games in a row. Like, oh, no, I'm telling you, this time is it. Once you get to a certain time in the league or a certain age in the league, you are what you are.
Yep.
Tim is 31, going on 32, been in the league 10, going on 11 years. He is what he is. Yep. So this is why we kept saying you got to get a consistent third option. Tim should not be counted on every night, y'all. I'm sorry. For those who love Tim Hardaway so much, he should not be counted on every night. And this is why. Third options don't give you zeros. Second options don't give you zeros. First options, shout out to Dana Larson, do not give you zeros. That's not how that works. So this is why we say, y'all, we got to trade and get somebody else to be a more consistent third option. We got to. Maybe not this trade deadline, maybe over the offseason. Look at something like that, man, and get us a more consistent third option. Because right now, Tim is not it, y'all. He's not it. Yeah. He's going to give you more games like this. Might not necessarily be zeros, but games like this where he's just non-existent, we're going to have those because he can't be effective unless his shot is falling. He's a bad defender. He's not great at setting anybody up, so he's not a ball handler. So if his shot's not falling, what is he good for? And we saw that tonight. Yep. So there's my little Tim Hardaway rant. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. You got anything else?
You see, it's a rumor going around about the Milwaukee Bucks and the Mavericks talking about swapping. I think you posted in the group. Swapping.
I was gonna get on that after all this.
No, I just wanted to say I don't even want to get into it. I just want to add one part about it or one point. You see, Milwaukee came back and counter offered and said they wanted to include one player. It was Josh Green. They didn't counter offer and say they wanted Tim Hardaway Jr.
Are you sure? Because Josh Green and Tim Hardaway names sound kind of alike sometimes. No. Oh, okay.
No, gotcha. Tim Hardaway Jr. Nobody allegedly wants Tim Hardaway Jr.
Interesting. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right because somebody told us that Tim Hardaway is better than Josh Green. Mm-hmm. Yet Josh Green's name is being asked in trades, and the other guy's not.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it right. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't know. No, I'm a casual. I'm sorry. Pretty interesting. But yeah. That's all I got, man. You got anything else?
That's all I got too. 26-4. 2 steals. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the Josh.
You said 0-0-2. I'm sorry, it's personal fouls.
You said Rashawn Holmes. Rashawn Holmes played the same amount of minutes. Got you a better box score. I mean, less minutes. I'm sorry, you 5. Got you a better box score. Omax about the same in 3 minutes. Gave you 1 and 1. 1 rebound, 1 assist. AJ Lawson got you a better box score. Let's see. Brandon Williams. I mean, technically they gave you 3 minutes and got you 2 assists. And Hardy definitely got you 17 and 15. So, I mean, who was the worst player on the team today? Worst player.
It sounded like you said Hardy is once again, well, I was going to say a point a minute. He's over a point a minute today.
Yeah.
We
already knew that, though.
Yeah, we knew that. When he gets asked a consistent minutes, this is what he does. But, hey, who are we, though? We're casuals. But, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get it.
You got the zeros, bro.
So you saying that Grant Williams is Tim Hardaway and Grant Williams are equals now?
I mean, I was just saying Tim Hardaway Jr. just got us a 0 as a supposed third option, bro. 0.
No. First option, King. First option. Remember, this is what we were told. This man has been more consistent than Luka and Kyrie combined.
And he didn't get hurt. He played 22 minutes and got you 0. He was going for his dad record today. I think his dad went 0 for 17 or something in the game.
Jesus, man.
And still got the worst performance ever, and still won the game. I think he had 3 points or something like that with Golden State. Tim Hardaway Sr.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and give it to the game, Bark. I guess we give it to Tim today.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Who you giving the game ball to, man?
Let's see. I'm gonna give the game ball to This guy's been on one recently, man. My dude, I'm happy. I hope he can keep it up. I don't know what's going to happen to the trade deadline and all that, but I'm going to give it to Australia's own, Mr. Josh Green.
All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and spread the love around. I'm going to give it to this guy here. Psych your mind. I'm giving it to Kyrie, man. I'm giving it to Kyrie. That dude trash, bro.
Oh, man.
My finger hurt after clicking on Tim's name.
Bro, he got a 0. I cannot believe it. I'm still like, whoa.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought maybe he'll come out in the second half and have a bigger, better half, because he went like 0 for, I think, like 6 or something, 0 for 5 or something in the first half or whatever, man. And I'm just like, man, this dude is steady chunking him up and missing, and ain't, like I said, getting burned on defense. They were head hunting him and all kind of stuff, man. But
I thought he was gonna make one, like get a 3 or something like that. But then I got excited because Jason Kidd, like I said, stopped playing him in the fourth quarter. So I was like, oh, Jason Kidd gonna stop playing him? What? So he didn't have a chance to shoot anymore. So
just Kidd like me, not gonna lose this game for us.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. I was surprised. You know how Jason Kidd is, keep shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Earn your minutes.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the peoples, man. Glow Yard. Listen, guys. If you got any questions, any comments addressing us, man, we asked you hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comments, guys. We asked you to be respectful in the comment section, and if any super chats come in, we address those first.
Yep.
All right, man.
Before we do this, I'm gonna ask you a question. Did anybody have a bad game today other than Tim? Well, I know Luka. You feel me? It's bad for his standard.
His standard.
You feel me? Like it's still. I mean, I would like if Tim Hardaway did that, I'd been fine. You feel me? But I mean, other than Luka, which we'll put to the side as a special category. Did anybody else have a bad game?
No.
Just Tim Hardaway Jr., right?
It's literally just him.
Okay. What up, Latte? He said he's a Glow Yard member. He says, good team win. Hardy Green, Maxey step up. Tim 0.0 for 8. Trash can juice.
It's your first option, Latte. Don't do that, man.
Latte also says Josh Hardy trade value increase. Here we go, PJ Washington. You're a math. Tim, you're also welcome to China with all your bricks. This is why I shout out to Rashad Phillips when we had him on the show. He was talking about you got to make a decision, man. You got a guy in front of another guy.
Oh,
shots.
Yeah, Aaron. Good point. DJJ had a bad game.
Oh yeah, DJJ did have a bad game. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about DJJ.
I forgot about him too. Yes, you're right, Aaron. But it still was better than Tim's. No, you disagree. Thomas is a Glow Yard member. He says Timmy is a malignant tumor. I think Hardy's stat line would look more often like tonight's if Timmy wasn't out there wasting minutes. You can tell it's trade week how he tanks his value every year. I've been trying to say that forever, Thomas.
You might be on to something, Thomas. We heard that before.
Yep. Daniel says solid win for the Mavericks, but they still need to make a move at the deadline. People have been talking about PJ Washington coming to Dallas, and now they want Andre Drummond to Dallas. Yeah, bunch of rumors. What up, Gina? She's a Glow Yard member. She says, hey, King, great team win tonight. Yep. What up, Gina Kim? Noah says it still sucks. We had to have a comeback to beat the Sixers without Embiid, but at least we won with Luka only having 18 points. That's refreshing. And what happened with THJ, Johnny B?
Johnny B ain't nowhere to be found.
What up, Tanya? She says, what if all along the problem wasn't Cuban, it wasn't Kidd, but it was actually THJ? We didn't need him to get to the Western Conference Finals, and we sure didn't need him tonight. I mean, they got to stop telling him to shoot the 3 then. You can't keep jacking him up. Gina Kim also says game ball to brother Irvin. I'm happy he's back to take the load off of Luka and get us dubs. Honorable mention the Green Machine and call him Maxey. Maxey Messiah.
I think Luka's sitting out in this game.
Maybe. Gina Kim says he only played 36 today. He might not. Gina Kim says lane ball goes to that fraud THJ. Grant almost got it too, but he stepped up. So props to him. But I can't wait to see what excuse Johnny has. Can't blame Luka. He was doubled and a plus. Gina Kim also says this win still means nothing. We better go 4-0 in these next few games. If we lose to anyone, I can see it being OKC or the Knicks. But those are the main ones I want us to win. We should be healthy too. What up, Steven? He says 7 rebounds. That boy Dwight is too big. Pause. Hey, Steven, I was calling him Kareem Abdul Powwow in the playback. Shout out to you, man.
Powwow.
Kareem Abdul Powwow, man. Stop
Wow.
Thomas also says that game started like the Mavs wanted to tank the season. Yes. Not good vibes. Glad they woke up in the second half. Luka was on autopilot tonight. Kyrie had to take over. They should have that option. Yes. I was happy when Kyrie did that.
So other word you saying Powell is Dwight worthy?
Basically. Precision says fire Jason Kidd. Yes,
sir.
Thomas says I can't wait for this trade deadline to be over so they will stop showcasing guys and play the right ones. Omax needs to be out there. Yes. Frank, he's a Glow Yacht member. He says for me, as for who should stay and go for the young guys, Hardy, Omax should stay and Josh should go. Not to say Josh is bad, but he won't succeed here. We'll see. Div, he's a Glow Yacht member. He says, Relle, please give me your honest opinion about THJ and please refer to someone needs to get this man off my team. Not now. Pause.
But right now, Div, I'm with you, man. Get this man off my team, man.
Gina Kim said Tim played horrible because he knew he was on the trade market. Sorry, buddy, you're out of here. Don't nobody want him. She also says, I don't see Johnny yet. That man dodging. Frank says you have to choose.
Believe that's the heel he decided to die on, bro. That's the card.
Tim Hardaway Jr., man.
Wow.
Frank says you have to choose which of the rumor wings you want the most in order if you can.
What are my options?
I guess the Dodo, PJ, Miles, Kuz, Denny. They're wings, right?
It don't matter to me, Frank, man. Anybody, man.
Yeah, at this point, get any of them. I mean,
I'm to the point too, man. Like I said, I told y'all before. Like it's gonna be on Jason Kidd, man. I mean, we asking for trade, thinking that's gonna fix everything, not remembering, we're forgetting that Jason Kidd is still our coach.
Yep.
So,
Div says if we can't get Kuzma type deal, we might have to think of tanking and keeping pick and making sure to load up next season, and that might include making Kyrie available. Hey, it's the decisions they're gonna have to make. Gina Kim said if we had lost this game, I wouldn't have been surprised. I'm numb to losses and wins. It was good. We were down at half. We're better at coming back and keeping leads. Gina Kim said on Twitter, haters tried calling Luka quote unquote bad teams, man. As if he hadn't scored over 30 against good teams. Luka has beaten good and bad teams, and they tried to call him a free throw merchant. Yeah, that's people just wild. Don't pay attention. I told you I start to understand why people use the block button. Gina Kim said, I'm happy Luka was able to score under 20 points with the win. That's better than him scoring over 30 in a loss. It's rare for him to have a bad game and his team steps up. He deserves a break. Yeah.
Think about the free throw thing. Why nobody ever called Embiid out for this? He literally goes out there and flops and works for fouls.
Gina Kim says, and played off ball a little. I need to see more of that with him and Kai. It'll take some pressure off of him too. Glad he has a scoring title now too. No one is close to him, so he'll win it. Yeah, he should win it. I actually want him to overtake Embiid though, so they won't like put an asterisk beside it. Richard says, I know he got to have some crazy games for that to happen. We don't want that to happen, but I just don't want the asterisk. I can already see what the media do. Richard, he's a Glow Yard member. He says, let's be happy for a much needed win. Let's just enjoy. Yeah, Richard. Facts. Appreciate you, Joe. I see you. Daniel says, I hope that Kyrie gets a good reception tomorrow against the Nets. He gave it his all to that organization over there, and I hope him and Luka go out and just have fun. We need that W tomorrow. Hey, you might be right. Luka might not play tomorrow. They might just let Kyrie just cook them boys.
Yeah, I forgot, man. It was a back-to-back.
Yeah, they might just let Kyrie just go cook them fellas, man. Because they probably going to boo him. I think they're going to boo him, Dame. We'll see. We'll see. Pascal, he's a Glow Yard member. He says, hey, fellas, what up? He says, like y'all said, one game at a time. I'm still in that headspace. This win doesn't improve my confidence. It was a W on a team without their reigning MVP. Still, Mavs resilient despite injuries. Yes, Pascal. Precision said we definitely need Maxey, Green, and Grant value to keep rising. Amen.
Amen.
Gina Kim said Hardy showed why he's the real six man. Tim getting hot early in the season, messing up Hardy's flow. But once Tim is gone Wednesday, he'll go into his role easily and get those minutes back. We'll see, man. It's going to be wild Wednesday, man. Gina Kim said, I would love to see THJ stands try to defend him after tonight. And everyone has the nerve to call Hardy trash, but he can score easier than Tim, play make better, pass better, and finish better.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Sound like something we said before. But
Daniel said there's a trade package put there saying the Mavs will get DFS for Holmes, Hardy, a 2026 first and a 2027 first pick swap and a 2025 second going to Brooklyn. Would you guys want DFS back though? Nope. Not for that. Hell no. Div says takeaways of the game. THJ sucks. You said it. Gina Kim says, hey, bro, I didn't know you would be on. So try to make up for a comment, bro. Matt says, great win tonight, fellas. I am fully confident that our starting lineup this Saturday will be Luka, Kyrie, Wiggins, PJ Washington, and Lively. I'm very confident we get these deals done. We'll see, Matt.
We'll see, man. We'll see. We got until Thursday, so we'll see.
What up, Ali? He says, hi, guys. Timmy, know we trading him, LOL.
That's what it is. That's the consistency it seems like now.
Berg says, I wish this game was on TV just to show the world Kai plays defense. Not saying he'll make an all-defensive team, but he's not a liability. He's only limited because of his size and load on offense. Which means technically, Berg, he technically is a liability, but he's not. He gives effort, if that makes sense. He's a liability because of his size, as you just said. But he man, Kyrie gives it his all for being the size he is. Like, if anybody else.
Yeah, Bird. The part that get me about when people, because I know people like use that excuse for like guys like Trae Young. Oh, he's so small. Why can't he play defense? Man, Mosey Bo's one of the smallest guys in NBA history. Yet he's one of the best defenders of all time. John Stockton wasn't big either. He was under 6 feet.
Yep.
I'm talking about guys, some of the greatest defenders of all time, man. Like, it's all about you putting in the effort, man.
An effort, man. Pascal says, I don't know why, but being close game, all game, had me feeling this was a loss for sure. This team either loses leads, blows out teams, or get blown out. Crazy season. How would y'all compare to last season? You know what's wild? When it's close with Luka and Kyrie, I actually think we're going to win. When we get blown out, that's what I'm like. When teams just run away with it. When it was close, I'm like, we're going to win. That's usually been the formula for us this year as far as winning. We good in the close games with Luka and Kyrie, like something they were bad at last year. So I'm fine with close games, especially in the fourth quarter, because we start getting blown out in the third quarter usually now. Gina Kim said, I like Maxey tonight, but he has to give me a few more consistent games before I hop back on the Maxey train. Yeah, absolutely. Bowley's a glow yard member. He says, best news tonight, got a guy back. Not talking about Kai, but I'm talking about our guy, Relle. King was holding it down, but having both of you is equal to us having Luka and Kai. So which one of you is the Luka to show? That's Relle. That's Relle.
Yeah, that's King, man. I'm just here. As long as I'm at Tim Hardaway to show, I'm good, man.
Yep, that's how I felt. I was going to say the same thing. Barry said, what about this Bobby Portis rumors, though? Just remember, you heard it here first. I mean, if they straight up swap, swap and a second round pick, I'm doing it.
50 years ago.
Yep. Pascal said, truth, Relle, on Luka's impact. Maybe the takeaway tonight is we have Kyrie. Luka was out of it, but remember, number 2 took over. Yep. But the number 2 took over. Yep.
Yeah, Tim did take over.
Stop, man. Bowley said, was thinking if Kid was a better coach, our guys would understand their job isn't safe, and I believe they would play harder.
I mean, I don't think that's on Kid. I mean, Kid will. I don't know.
He was ready to give him a cop out. I was like, you know what? Nah.
Well, I better say because you told me Kid make decisions for the team and stuff. So maybe I don't know.
Kid, you make decisions for the team, man. Kid, you see, Kid posted about the players saying I think they worry about the trade deadline. They looking at their phone. Kid literally said that.
I wonder why.
He's an idiot to say that the kid.
I wonder, bro. Did you watch that video I sent you?
Bro, yes. About Jason Kidd and the coach killer and all that stuff. About his beef with coaches.
Not just with the coaches, but just listen to some of the stuff that and some of the answers he went as far as Mm-hmm. I said that's all starting to make sense to him as a coach now. It's all starting to make sense. Yep, it's him.
It's him. That's the type of dude Jason Kidd is. You realizing like, damn, Jason Kidd that. bro. He went
And
out there.
I guess because I was so young, bro, I was just mesmerized by his game. I never really paid attention to it. I heard the coach killing stuff in New Jersey. I was like, whatever. He's still an all-time great or whatever. But now, looking at it now, years later or whatever, you got a little bit more understanding of what you're watching. And then you see what he's doing as a coach. It's all starting to click and all starting to make sense now. So,
yep. All the rest of his career is starting to make sense. Like, whoa, I see what type of player he was.
Yep.
Div says Luka looked tired tonight and off. It was nice to see his points come from catch and shoot open threes. Great having Kyrie on the floor to help Luka. Without that, Luka will be injured and out. Yeah, he needed a break today, you could tell. Bowley says Grant looking like he is trying harder to contribute. Maxey is showing us he can contribute more offensively. Green is looking more aggressive. Is it because of the trade talks? We'll see. I mean, Max out there making middies and left-hand layups and all that. I'm like,
taking dudes off the dribble.
Yeah, there's 2 games in a row he's done it. I'm like, whoa, Max. What up, Empire? Jeff?
What up, Jeff? What up, man?
Definitely check out his stuff, y'all. If you want to check out just no Laker news, if you want to know MLB news or just NBA news in general, y'all, please check out Jeff. He got Playback and he has a YouTube channel. So check out. He's on basically everything.
Hey, Jeff King said, look out for the Orioles next year, man.
I got that. Court Kings on, Jeff. Part 2. Appreciate y'all. As always.
Shout out to Court Kings, man.
So I told Rel we may have to holler at y'all, man, about these shirts, man. Like, for real talk. These shirts, they tough. Like, real tough.
Way better than what we be working with.
they tough, man. Like, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Court Kings, man.
Div says, love your comment, Rel. Keep playing how you playing. Let's get you out of here. LOL talking about Green, Hardy, etc. Anyone but Lively, Kyrie, Luka should be available for a trade this Thursday. Aaron says THJ shot well tonight. Y'all wilding. Div said Nets have a ton of trade exceptions coming up, which means they can add contracts or picks. Makes me wonder if we can get Claxton has chemistry with Kyrie. I'd love to.
I would love.
I don't know if we have enough though.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll let us have him though.
Yeah.
Pascal with the $5 dono. He's a Glow Yard member. He says, on the eve of our Kyrie anniversary, could both of y'all compare where we are at this season versus last season and how Kyrie has impacted us thus far? Pascal, I've said this before. I feel like we're in the same boat.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
The only literally the same boat, man. We're beginning of the season, we kind of started off okay, started off pretty well. Started getting hurt. Luka started getting hurt. Luka started going supernova, throwing up supernova. Remember, last year Luka gave you a 60, 20, and 10 number.
Mm-hmm.
And then now this year he gave you that 73.
Yep.
So then on top of that, we're asking for trades like we did last year. Remember, we were struggling. We was asking for trades. This year we're struggling. We're asking for trades. We're flirting with the play-in like we were last year around this same time. We were at the 4th seed last year. This year we was in the 4th seed. And we dropped into the play-in last year. We dropped in the play-in this year. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Kids still making the same mistakes on the rotations as he did last year. He's doing this year. He's not communicating with certain players, a la Christian Wood, a la Rashawn Holmes. It's the same thing. Now, like I said before, we get past trade deadline and some of these same things are happening, then it's literally a mirror image from last year.
Yeah.
Right now, so far it is.
Yeah.
Let's get to the trade deadline. If some things change, then okay, we'll sing a different tune. But right now, it's literally the same thing it was last year.
Yep, basically the same thing you said. And I mean, I am interested in seeing Luka, Lively, and Kyrie play a bunch more games together, though. But that's the one thing I'm like, just can't wait till they just get a rhythm and stay together. So we'll see about that. But yeah, the main problem, like we always talk about, I think, is J Kidd. So we'll see where we go from there. It's basically it. Gina Kim says, watch Tim cook tomorrow and Johnny be like, see, we wouldn't have won without him. I hope he does good though, so he can get his trade value up. Nobody wants him, Gina Kim.
Gina, the trade's on Thursday. It's gonna be real hard for him to get his trade value up.
Yeah,
in like 2 days.
Nobody wants him. He gets one more game for the trade, right?
He's like, you know what? After this one game, now we want to give you 5 draft picks. Like, nah.
Kareem, he's a Glow Yard member. He said not only did Timmy have a bad shooting game, I feel like he was also very lazy and slow on defense, just no effort at all.
I've always heard he was in the right spots.
Cam, what up, Cam? He said non-Mav fans be like, Luka, help is Tim Hardaway. I just laugh. Yeah, Cam. His help is Tim Hardaway. They can have him.
Yeah, we got you, Jeff. We got you for sure.
Div says, I really think these last few games show how we can't get really any stops, even against teams who are missing best players. When Lively is out, we are trash on D. We need a center, period. Yeah.
We need a backup center, and we definitely need a 4 next to Lively. We need somebody who can help Lively back there. There's too many games where I'm seeing Lively surrounded by 3 or 4 guys, and he's having to battle on the boards by himself.
Lively got to grab 10 offense rebounds himself.
Yeah.
Big Jig's a Glow Yard member. He said, I would go hard at Charlotte, on the Bridges and or Washington. I feel you, man. We'll see. We'll see what risk they want to take. The thing is with I think with Bridges, bro, as I was saying on Playback, his court case is on the 20th, right?
That's 24th, I think.
24th, whatever it is. That's pretty soon. If you trade, it's gonna be after the trade deadline.
Way after the trade deadline.
If he gets in trouble and he gets found guilty of anything,
he could be suspended for the rest of the season.
He's going to get suspended. Are you willing to trade your assets for a dude that may get suspended?
That's the only thing I'm scared of.
And then he's a free agent.
We're not in a position just to be getting guys who don't play. We got enough of that right now. So,
he's going to get suspended if he gets in trouble after that. And then, like I said, he's a free agent after that, unless you extend them already, which I doubt a team would do if they got him.
Especially with his court case and all that. Yeah. I doubt they extend him or whatever. Because he looked good tonight.
Yeah, you look amazing, but
that's the only thing. Yeah, we've said it a million times. Like, I would love to have Bridges on the team, but it's always that extracurricular stuff, man. That gets him.
Not only the issues with off the court, but like I said, if you trade him, you can get rid of assets for nothing if he gets in trouble, and that's like, woo. Div says, when I watch Tim play defense, I swear it's like watching Jason Kidd watching the game like we do all the time. Berg says, I'm going to play devil's advocate for Tim. I've come to expect this from Tim at this point. I don't want him as a third option, but as a fourth option off the bench, he's fine. But if he's cold, sit him. Yeah, he wasn't a fourth option today.
I don't even want him as a fourth option, Berg. I'm not going to lie to you. I want him to be like Josh Green or like DJJ or somebody, right? You're not expecting those guys to be consistent options. You just expect those guys to fill in when we need them to fill in. That's what we want Tim to be. You don't want to put that kind of responsibility in Tim's hands because you get games like this. So,
Precision says Miles Bridges dropped 41 tonight on the Lakers and Anthony Davis. Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, nobody's ever questioned if he was good. He is good. Like if all the extra stuff didn't happen with him, I would love to have Miles Bridges on the team. No questions asked. But we talk about optics, and then on top of that, he could be looking at getting suspended, y'all.
I think he's the best option available. We talking about fit?
Yeah, fit, and then plus his contract is not bad.
Yeah,
so
he's the best option available, but it's a risk. I don't know if like you said, the Mavericks are in a position to take that risk right now.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Div says, Relle and King, where is Johnny Bravo? I thought for sure he would tell us how Luka sucked today, and Timmy wasn't giving the ball enough because Luka holds it too much. Frank also says, I've been thinking lately, I think lively offense should be the utmost priority to develop for the Mavs. Nothing crazy like fadeaways, crossovers. Yeah, absolutely. We should get some type of post offense with Lively at some point. If it doesn't, then we failed. That's how I feel, Frank. If at some point in Lively's career, if we're not able to give him the ball, he's able to make a bucket in the post, like consistently, then we failed. Gina Kim says Grant was even getting doubled at some point. That's how you know Tim isn't impactful. Grant can stay. I'm sorry, Grant can stay now though. I guess you mean can't stay. We're not trading him for Bobby anymore.
No, you want to change.
They
made that call. I'm doing that to not now, but right now.
Absolutely. Richard says he's a Glow Yard member. He says Tim Maxey Holmes alone is $40 million.
Yep.
Div says, know what the worst part is about THJ's game tonight? He got 0 points on wide open shots. Now that is sad for a third option. Daniel says, I know that I was rambling on Kuz, Denny, and Gafford. I did, but it sounds like the Wizards are not going to trade away Kuz unless they are blown away, which is a disappointing.
Hold on. Why is that news keep changing?
Yeah, I will see. Daniel, like I said, I'm not.
That news changed the other day when he said that, hey, look, man, we didn't ask for no 2 first rounds for him.
Yeah, I'm not. Letting it sit. I think Nico right now, I said on Playback Relle, I think Nico is trying to get someone to bite on one of his moves. That's why you keep hearing the Mavericks on everyone, because he wants people to not miss out. So to be like, well, they're talking about possibly trading me this guy. No, don't you want him? So I think he's playing the salesman game right now. I think he's doing his job. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, though. I think we're going to get someone. Frank says Lively needs to develop a three to space out the floor. Sometimes run the offense through Lively because he has vision and can make passes, not Joker level. I know Lively can easily be a third option. I believe it. Just not now. Precision says don't count on Johnny B to be active tonight. I'm sure his phone is cut off or on airplane mode. LOL. He might show up later on.
Hey, Johnny already blocking folks.
Yeah, I saw, man. Richard said hit the likes almost 100 in here. Yes, please, y'all. Please hit the likes. Pretty please. Just a quick second of the like button. Gina Kim says, Relle, please don't ever make that joke again. Game ball of diarrhea, man. Bad joke, cringe. I'm disgusted.
Diarrhea.
Thomas says, how much
cool,
shame
man.
would you feel as Timmy when a team can't get rid of you with a tradable contract? No wonder he tanks his stock to stay. We are the only team in the league that will play him. Gina Kim says, Johnny is ducking the smoke. I was ready to get on him. Pascal says, I cringe when Tim is bringing up the ball and tries to create and brick/turnovers so early in the clock. It's not just a three. It's his head. Thinks he's something he isn't. Absolutely. Frank said, it's crazy. I think Nets are trying to scam the Mavs out of 2 first because to state they don't want a late first for dough is basically blasphemous. It's idiotic, man. If the Mavericks make that move, I'm officially off the Maverick train for a second, bro. I'm gonna take all I'm not wearing Maverick stuff for a second. I'm like, I gotta sit away as a free agent for a second to hear other offers. As my guy, what's his name, Bibbs would say. Cam says that boy Maxie done turned into a sniper. LOL. I know, Cam. Maxie back on one. Hopefully his pinky toe stay strong. Daniel said the Mavericks are interested in Andre Drummond. So if I'm Nico, would you give up Holmes, Hardy in the first for Caruso and Drummond? They said they want a package for Caruso like OG.
Oh,
so the Bulls looking for an OG package for Caruso.
Oh, okay. That's not a first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you got to have players though. We don't have players, I don't think.
So who you want? Take them.
Yeah, I guess.
Definitely not getting no further. You get a couple of these seconds or something.
Gina Kim.
That'd be nice. It'd be nice if Nico can. Like, say you make that move to get Portis, you swap him and Grant straight up with each other, no picks and nothing like that, and then use your picks to get other assets in another trade.
Yes, that would work. Gina Kim says, wow, I can't believe I forgot about Powell when he played well too. My bad, GOAT. He also played well. He grabbed the ball, pause. But is this development? What version of Powell is this? Kareem Abdul-Powell. Wow.
Gina, you don't got to be pausing. You good.
Put that on a shirt. I want the goggles on a shirt, right? Would it just said Kareem Abdul-Powell?
Kareem Abdul-Powell.
That's his name. Prince Moses said it's hard to be happy when this team wins one game because the next game you don't know what you would get from them. Which team will show up against the Nets?
Great question, Prince. Great question.
Yep.
So really going to me, man, it's going to depend on if Luka play tomorrow.
I mean, I think they can win without him. I ain't worried about the Nets like that. Like they the Nets. They not like I'm worried because of the Mavs and the Mavs.
I'm about to say,
stuff, but I mean, like we can beat them.
I know what you're saying. I know
we should be.
We should be able to beat them. Yes,
that's what I should say. Precision says if DJJ can't make wide open threes consistently, why the hell we want DFS, who is a horrible 3-point shooter, to keep him away from the Mavs? They got rid of him for a reason. Yeah, DJJ on one right now as far as breaking 3-point.
DFS is way better 3-point shooter than DJJ.
Yeah. But DJJ do stuff like last game, which DFS don't do as much when his three not going to he cuts and all that. Yeah. He was getting lobs and all that from Luka last game. So he got to get his 3-point shot together, though. It's been a little off recently. He's still been doing other stuff, trying to do other stuff for us. But I want to get his 3-point shot. When he has that going, it opens up the floor a whole bunch for him. Berg says, y'all got to stop piling on Tim. Yeah, he had 0 points, but so has plenty of other Mavs in more minutes. Not many guys give you 40 as a third option. Hardy not doing that yet. Tim Hardaway Jr. making $18 million, though, Bergs. Oh man, hold on. Can I click this one where he didn't WTM me? With all the caps.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me go. Robert, what up, Roberto? He says, people don't know basketball. Do not trade Tim Hardaway. Are y'all crazy? You guys to be. Sounds like a crazy person looking at normal people. Daniel says, I just have my questions on PJ Washington's play and his defensive effort. If we get PJ Washington and Miles Bridges, this needs to be the move that says we are semi all in for this year. We better be all in.
And to go back to Berg's comment, Berg, let me ask you a question. How many third options do you know any other teams give you zeros?
Can we go look at Aaron Gordon's stats? You think he gave you 0 this year?
Let's see. Either Aaron Holiday or KP. Are they give you zeros for Boston?
I don't think they gave you a 0.
0
is tough, bro. Like for a 1, 2, 3, a 0 on the stat line. Remember, Kyrie had 0 assists one game and still give you 20-something points, and LeBron called them out.
We pile on Tim Hardaway, man, because we're sick and tired of seeing this every year. This is Tim Hardaway every single year. Like, I know you got people in here apologizing for him and making excuses for him and love him and all that stuff. That's fine. But I just, nah. Like, Tim got to go, bro. Like, this is the reason why we coined the phrase trash can juice because of Tim.
Can I ask you a question, Ron?
Go ahead.
Why do people love Tim so much? What is he
done? I have no idea, bro.
What has he done special this year? I'm just trying to figure out. I just wanted to look at his stats. Do you know what his efficiency is this year?
What, like 41%?
He's shooting 41. This might not include tonight's game. 41.7% and 36.4 from 3. Why the hell are we so? What is going on? What's different?
I have no idea, King. Like I said, I said this before, bro. Like I said, when we got the people here who love Tim Hardaway so much. Like, this dude been doing this his whole career, man. His whole career. Like I said, you could ask any of the other content creators of the other channels who had Tim Hardaway, the Freezies and the Demons. We've even had crossovers where they both was like, thank y'all for taking him off our hands. That's how bad he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just us. Like, this dude is the most inconsistent player I've ever seen in my life. If he does not score points, what is he good for? I've said this a million times. He don't play defense. He's not a great facilitator, not a great rebounder. So if he's not hitting his shots, what is he good for?
Let me ask you this question. I got another one for you. Klay Thompson trashed this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Klay Thompson giving you 17.1, shooting 41.5 from the field, and shooting 37.1 from 3.
Yep.
What are we talking about? Klay Thompson trashed this year. What are we talking about, bro?
I mean, but Tim always amazing this year.
These ain't magical stats. It's the same guy. I mean, Tim Hardaway giving you 17.9, give you 0.8 more points. He's shooting, I guess, 0.2 better in field goal. They both suck at field goal percentage, but Klay shooting 37 he's trash right
now. Lost King. Hey, so they must have said, King, you got to stop talking about Tim, man. They got to cut you off. Oh man, he'll be back though, man. Let me I don't even know where he at right now. As far as hold on. Oh, this one. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where Tim is. I mean, I said Tim. I don't know where King is on this thing. Oh, here he is. Okay. I'm gonna try to read the rest of them, man, while he gone. Gina says, crazy how the only thing Tim consistent at is playing himself out of a trade by being trash. Play good so teams will want you. Either way, they're going to take him whether they want him or not. Well, we'll see, Gina. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not. Either way, it is what it is. I'm not expecting too much, man. Like I said, we still got Jason Kidd, so I don't know what trade we're going to get that's going to all of a sudden turn the season around like that. You know, I mean, we might get a better player in return out of a trade, but I mean, it's still going. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to Jason Kidd, so I'm not sure. Gina also says, I forgot to say she's a Glow Yard member. We really getting Kuz and Gafford or PJ on Wednesday. I can't until they're on the team. First, I can't wait until they're on the team. Yeah, we're gonna see. we're gonna see. We got 3 more days. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday. So yeah, about 3 more days. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Pascal, he says on the eve of yeah, I read that one as your super chat. Precision. He said I got a feeling Luka will play tomorrow. It's a TNT game. It's a TNT game. Stars tend to play more when they cover the games. Luka understands the urgency of this game. The Lakers are hot on our trails. God, dog, I ain't know it was a. I hate national games, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like national games. Cause now that you put it like that, Precision, there, he might play. Yes, he might play. So we'll see. We'll see. Dallas Mavericks says so. If we trade Green, who's gonna guard the PGs and the SGs? Because we going after a big. We only got Exum, but he stays hurt, and DJJ is too big to keep up with them. I don't know, man. I don't even know if we're guaranteed to trade Josh Green, man. I don't know, because he still has that poison pill contract. So I'm not even sure we're actually gonna trade him. We'll see, man. I can't predict anything. I'm not gonna try to predict anything, y'all. Like, I swear, it's not a cop out. I'm not gonna try to predict anything, because I still, to be honest with y'all, I still don't trust this team moving forward, man. It's too many obstacles and too many hurdles in our way right now, man. For me. I still feel like any trade we make, I'm still kind of apprehensive about it, because we still got Jason Kidd. So I don't know, man. I can't really tell. I mean, we're hearing the names. We'll just have to wait and see till Thursday, man. I know TGK is probably a little bit better with the predictions than I am. I know King probably better than I am, but for me, I don't really like making these predictions. I just want to see what happens and cross my fingers and hope they make the right decision. That's all I can say. Gina says, yeah, Kidd saying that the players are worried about trade instead of focusing on the game is dumb. As a coach, he should be getting them ready and not letting them worry. Fire Kidd. Yeah, especially when Kidd pretty much was saying in a press conference not too long ago that they need better players. Like, you that's not a vote of confidence for the players. You say stuff like that, and you turn around and make this comment about them being, scared to be in trades and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Daniel said the Mavs can somehow pull off a PJ Washington trade and a Miles Bridges trade while still getting Andre Drummond. They could move. That could be the move that will get us over the hump this season. I mean, I hope so, Daniel. I hope so, man. One thing I will say, y'all, I have a feeling that Dallas is gonna make multiple trades. I think they're gonna make at least 2 trades. I got a feeling, but I could be wrong. But I feel like, man, we're hearing their names attached to too many different players. I feel like they're gonna make at least 2 trades. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact they're gonna make one. I'm willing to put King's house on. They're gonna make at least one. So we'll see how that go. Let's see. Yeah, we got you. We got you, Jeff. We got you. Pascal says, thanks, fellas, for the content and space to talk Mavs. It does feel like deja vu. The only thing that gives me hope is Kai, but he hasn't seen the floor enough. Hope post All-Star break is the opposite of last year. You and me both, Pascal. You and me both, man. I hope so. The All-Star break would definitely give this team much needed rest. We're still not 100%. Hopefully, we'll get some guys back on the other side of the All-Star break, man. We'll finally be 100%, close to 100%, going, the rest of the way. So that's really one of our keys too, man, to try to get healthy. I'm kind of glad they give them extended time off during the All-Star break. So once the guys played their, the All-Star game and all that stuff, man, they get time to kind of rest too. Because I remember back, a few years ago, it was once the All-Star break was over, you probably had 1, maybe 2 days off, and then you're right back to playing again. So this gives everybody time to kind of rest. So this is something I think everybody needs, man. We definitely need that time off. Excuse me. The Bridges situation does scare me, though. I'm not going to lie. But again, Nico took the risk on Kyrie. Totally different situation, Daniel. Kyrie's situation is more of court or public appeal, man. Bridges could be actually looking at serious time, man. I mean, not serious time. I mean, as far as like he's in court. His issue is he's going to be in court. So he could be suspended for some games. So his situation is completely different from Kyrie's, man. It's not the same thing. It's apples and oranges. Kyrie's was more because of, an opinion that he had or whatever. This guy could, actually could be getting some real time or not real time, but you know what I mean. So it's completely different from Kyrie, bro. But I think I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying.
I got a cease and desist from Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, man. Tim, I'm tired of you talking about me, man. Like, man. Let me click on it.
That's fine. Where are we? I don't know what the hell happened, though. StreamYard had kicked me. It wasn't the internet. The page was acting funny.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I don't know what was going on.
Is it because of this guy?
Probably. So he probably snitched on me.
Sound like a snitch. He look like a snitch. Here you go, right here.
All right. Daniel says, I hope that you're right, King, on possibly getting Kuzma, though he sounds like the type of wing that Mark Cuban described to Mark Stein a few weeks ago. 6'9" with size and gets his own shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Gina Kim said, do y'all want Wiggins? I'm kind of out on him. I feel like he'd be good to have, but are we sure he'd be focused? And having kid as a coach is no better than having Kerr. Amen. Unless Wiggins here basically for a swap or something like that, bro. And that's difficult because this contract is like what, 30?
I don't want Wiggins. Wiggins just gave me a Tim Hardaway stat line damn near a couple games ago. He scored 2 more points than Tim today.
Gee,
so
you're right. For
yeah,
30 million, you can't be
30 million. We complaining about Tim at 18, so no, I'm good.
Big J said, how did Timmy Sr. not teach his son how to dribble? I've been wondering that I don't think they were close though, Big J. Until he got older. Pascal says, great show. Happy for the win. Glue, y'all have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Let's go, Mavs. Yes, Pascal. Appreciate you as always, man.
Appreciate
it. Steven says, Powell playing like Joker with those assists. Kareem Abdul-Powell. Wow. Stop playing, Steven.
Oh, man.
Dave says, Roberto is Johnny Bravo. Burner account.
Hey, probably is, dude.
Div says the worst part about these players is J Kidd makes us hate them because we know they won't show up every night. But damn, man, if a shooter with negative defense is not scoring, why is he on the court? Yes.
That's what I was just saying.
Daniel said if Nico can make some type of move that can help us win now and for next season, I'm all for it. But I know the Mavs front office is going to go for someone that we don't know about. Maybe. Jana Kim said, so there's Brother Irvin, Maxie Messiah, Hardy Party, G Unit Grant, Green Machine, O Maximus Prison, Kareem Abdul Powwow. It's Powwow. Air Jones Jr., Cardio T, a.k.a. Trash Can Juice, a.k.a. Diarrhea Man, and Luka Devontae Taquan Le. She put it.
Jesus.
I don't think she finished it. I guess Doncic. Let's see. Div says, Almighty finesse. Don't worry, your team will trade for Embiid and give up tons of players and picks for him, and you will get a guy who plays 40 games and retires early. Have fun with that. Gee. Gina said, King disappeared like Timmy. Yeah, Timmy got me.
Yeah.
He came and got me real quick. It was like what you said.
Like Tim, huh?
He said, don't ever compare me to Klay Thompson. I can't be putting out those stats like that. I can't be telling you the truth. And so it's like they said, stop.
King, stop. Shut up.
Berg said, I'm not a Tim stan. I just don't want to trade him for a defender. And we lack offensively. He's the only player with confidence offensively that matches Luka and Kai at the moment. Hey, I'm telling you, Hardy can do more. If you let Hardy do more, that's all I'm saying, Bergs. Like,
and not necessarily. Let's just say, for example, Bergs, if you trade Tim and you get a Kuzma or a PJ Washington, those guys can score too.
Yep.
They don't chunk up as many shots as Tim, but they're confident enough to score while also playing defense.
Yep.
So it's not just go get a defender, because the guys that we're naming off, the PJ Washingtons, the Miles Bridges, the Kyle Kuzma, those guys can score, more efficient than Tim, and can also play defense and add size. So, yeah, like I hear you though. I know you're not a stan, bros. I know. You just that for us to be scared to trade Tim because he chunks up a lot of shots, as if like we did not go to the Western Conference Finals without Tim. It's just crazy to me. That's all. Who is Tim Hardaway?
He not Klay Thompson. Div says King disappeared like THJ did tonight. Let's take bets. I say internet down for him or maybe power outage. I would go with power outage. It was neither one of those, Div. I was about to get on the phone. I don't know if Russ saw me on the backstage or whatever, but I was going to get on the phone. But then the internet, StreamYard's website or whatever, it worked for me again. It took a second. So I don't know what's going on. Gina Kim said Cuban got King for trashing Tim. That's what it was. Cease and desist. I saw it on my computer. Bowley said, King, what is Queen saying about Maxey last couple of games? You might want to listen to her. She sees Maxey can still help more. I mean, she was trashing Maxey too on the low, but she was happy that he started making he was trash, man. Gina Kim said, I wanted Luka to sit out this game so he could get some rest and then play tomorrow with Kai, but let's hope he plays well and isn't too tired. I think he plays 36 minutes. I think he plays. Hami says, I trust Nico, but Kid/Mark are whom I'm worried about. Berg says, I guess what I want to say is this. I don't trust another player on our team at the moment to be the third option over Tim. If we get Portis, then I'm fine with trading Tim for a defender. Why do y'all trust Tim being the third option? Like, there's a lot of players that can be a third option better than Tim. Yeah, I think we just so used to this that we think this is the peak. It's not.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Birds, I don't trust Tim as a third option. You've heard me say that a million times. I don't trust Tim as a third, fourth. I think Rashad Phillips has said it perfectly, man. He should be a specialist. He should be somebody like a DJJ or Exum or somebody like that. Somebody you're not counting on to be consistent options on your team. Just somebody who just fills in. That's what kind of player Tim needs to be right now. Because he's not consistent enough to be one of those guys.
I'm saying it once again. Is Klay Thompson a third option right now? Would he be a third option, or would you want him to be a third option? You think Golden State want him as a third option?
Didn't they just bench him again in the fourth quarter?
Okay, so why are we talking about this? His stats are comparable to Tim Hardaway Jr. They're basically the same player. And Klay probably still better defender, even with his deficiencies on defense now.
Even with the leg injuries. And all
why are we wanting Tim Hardaway's not that good, y'all? Like, no team wants him. No team. Oh, I'm sorry. Gina Kim says DJJ has been off lately, but he did sprain his wrist, and it looks like it maybe his thigh or something was bothering him. I have faith he'll go back to playing well as he used to. Yeah, he has been getting banged up recently. I got faith. He got time, man. Like, he's been one of the more consistent players. Like, he's built enough in the cookie jar. You feel me? So I'm fine with DJJ right now. He's been way worth more than his value or what we're doing right now, what we're getting from him. So I'm fine. He'll be okay. I believe in him. Daniel said, Ro, I'm with you on THJ. He had games where he's been good, but he also been really bad. I hope for the Mavs' sake that they can find a taker for him because we need a third option. True.
I think when Dallas signed THJ a few years back, I thought they signed him with the kind of like the thought that if things don't work out, they can trade him.
Yep, and it's not looking that way.
We've been stuck with him for about 3 years now. 3 years past due. I think they've been trying to get rid of him. Nobody's been wanting him. Trade value, or he's been hurt. Remember that 1 year he was hurt for pretty much half of the season or whatever. So
what if I told you the reason they kept Tim Hardaway Jr. is so that the KP trade wouldn't be seen as a complete failure?
I could see that. It's the Mavericks.
And so they just thinking, even though
same reason why they kept the wipe out, right? Because they didn't want the
Rondo wanted
the Rondo traded like a failure. So
yep.
Can't just wipe your hands clean, huh?
Nope, and just start over and do it right. They're like, nah, we gotta look like the smartest guys in the room. Gina Kim said, I'm kind of happy Kyle wasn't voted as an all-star. He'll get some more rest and hopefully come back ready to play, and we'll finally go on a run. Let's hope. Vaughn said, if Mavs pull off a trade, expect it to be someone the Mavs doesn't need. Oh, man. Don't do that to us. Daniel said, some people, you said, what's his name? Aaron Holiday or whatever? Or Justin Holiday? Daniel says, some people have been saying that Kuzma is bad on defense, but I see it differently. He's a championship player with size, gets his own shot, and he can bring experience to the young guys. He's way better than Tim Hardaway Jr., Daniel. I'm comparing him at that level or whatever.
And they must didn't see Kuzma in the 2020 year.
They must not have. Jenny Kim said, it sucks. Exum has been out too because we really need him. I feel like he'll be back after All-Star. If the Mavs can be fully healthy after All-Star, then we better go on a run with see no excuses. Yeah. I mean, Jason Kidd. Berg says, I'm perfectly fine with Tim being involved in a trade for Kuz, PJ Bridges. Like you said, they can put up points, but I don't trust Hardy yet. He's talented, but he's just as streaky as nah, he's not. He's not as streaky. Y'all keep discrediting Hardy, man. I told him that numbers last year, right, Ro?
Yes,
I kept trying to tell him how much Hardy shot. No, he's not. He just he had up more than a point a minute again. He does this with a time. Like, Div says, I believe DJJ has not been playing playing as well because he needs a rest. He's hurt in my opinion, which is why I think after the All-Star break he will play great again. Yeah, I think so too.
I hope so.
Daniel said, I hope that the Mavs make a move because I don't want Luka to leave in 2 years and win a championship with someone else. Berg says, I get the Clay comparison to Tim, but to be fair, you mentioned contracts earlier. Clay is making $43 million this year. I got you, Berg. Screw the contracts.
Yeah, one talking about the contract, Berg. He was talking about the numbers
Third
he's putting up right now. He's the second or maybe third option right now for Golden State.
Yep.
He's putting up the exact same numbers pretty much as far as percentages and points and rebounds and all that stuff as Tim Hardaway, and people are calling him trash this year. So if Clay is being called trash this year, putting up the same numbers as Tim, then what does it say about Tim? That's all we're saying. We're not talking about the contract. You're right. He is making a lot of money.
If Clay was making the same amount as Tim, we wouldn't be saying Clay trash right now. Clay be doing the same. He's not a third option no more. Like Clay's kind of washed. So if Clay's this is the worst of Clay.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worse.
It's better than Tim Hardaway Jr. That's all I'm trying to say. Like the worst of Klay Thompson is better than Tim Hardaway Jr.
Supposedly this is supposed to be Tim's best year, right?
Yeah. This Klay worst year.
Best year is Clay's worst year. Like, come on, bro. What we doing, man? This is crazy.
Johnny B's a Glow Yacht member. Here he is. He said, I walked into this THJ session. Not surprising that y'all missed me. Absolutely, Johnny B. We want to hear what you got to say. Gina Kim said, y'all wanted me to finish it. Okay, Luka, Devontae, Taquan, Ladarius, Dontrell, Rondo, Jonathan, Dante, DeAndre, Vontavious, Quantavious, Demuis, DeMonttravious, Cole, Deshaun, Malik Tyrone, Demetrius, Jamal Doncic.
Jesus.
Get that on a jersey, Gina Kim. Daniel says if we get Kuz, Denny, and Gafford, then Nico is a mad genius and he needs a raise to keep Luka here long term. Don't tell Div that. No, I think Div on the Nico train now. Div says, great show tonight, guys. Can't wait till tomorrow. Would be nice to have Luka and Kai go off to shut them haters on national media up.
Man, it's a national media game. I hate it.
Gina Kim says Johnny wanted to show up late right before the show ended because he knew we were going to cook him. Soft boy, stand up for your king. Jeez.
Jesus. Hey, can we watch that game tomorrow?
You say what?
Can the game be played on Playback?
Yeah, it's still playable. They got ABC option and all that stuff on there when it's played on national TV. Gina Kim, we got VIP passes too now. I've been using it for the folks where you can just click them on and click them off. I mean, you get 20 of them now. Gina Kim said, I'd rather have Clay than Tim. Clay can still defend a little bit better than Tim, and he's a better shooter. He's still a better 3-point shooter than Tim Hardaway Jr. He's above average. Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't. He's supposed to be our knockdown shooter. What is it? Sharpshooter? Nancy says, hey, fellas, how y'all doing tonight? What up, Nancy? She said, I don't see Luka sitting out tomorrow night against Brooklyn. That's on TNT. That's what I said. Div says, Tim, hard to trade away, Jr. Hey, I like that one, Div. Hard to trade away, Jr. Oh, man. Gina Kim says, great show, fellas. See y'all after this dub tomorrow. Appreciate you, Gina.
Oh, I like it, Dib. I like it, man.
Johnny B said, all these names, dumbass names. Gina Kim need a hobby or a husband. Hey, man, she had like 50 million names real quick. 11 names.
Oh, man.
Daniel says, Luka will get a 34-point triple-double and Kyrie will get 35 points against the Nets on national TV. We win 125-103. I can see it. Berg says, I've been holding down the fort for you, Johnny, but I refuse to put Tim over Kai and Luka. You on your own on that one. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think he might be on his own in general on that one.
And Gina Kim said to add Daryl to Luka's name as well. All right, I got you. I don't know where to put it. Pause, Gina Kim, but you let me know.
What up, Nick's a nice man? What's good, man?
Oh, yeah, we got somebody else. I was trying to see if I missed any comments. Hold on. I see you, Nixon. Nice. Appreciate you. Gina Kim said Johnny making excuses ain't standing on business. Nah, he not. That's the end over. Ain't no more under
that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
I mean, it was just a win tonight. Like, it's nothing to get excited about.
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, man, it's going to probably do it for us tonight, guys. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us tonight, man, for this win for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Got a back-to-back. Lucky us. Listen, man, if you want to become a member of the channel, guys, do us a huge favor and hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button if you want to become a member. We got member days on Fridays. If there's no games on Fridays, we usually have our shows in the morning. But if not, if we have a game on Fridays, we have our members only post game shows here on Fridays. So you guys can join us here if you are a member of the channel. Also, too, guys, you can watch the games with us on Playback.TV, guys, or you can download the Playback app. We're under We Talk Mavs on Playback. So King just said we have VIP now. So the way VIP works, guys, like say you're not able to watch the game on your TV, say you get blacked out or whatever. Now we can give you VIP access, and you actually can watch the game on your phone through our Playback. It's an actual game, not the game cast, but the actual game. You get to see it now.
Yeah.
A few of the people.
20.
Yeah, first 20 people. We only got 20 VIPs. So, like, say you want to watch the game or whatever on your phone, you're not at home or whatever, you can watch it on your phone through our Playback.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works now. So that's how the VIP works. So like King said, we only got 20 of them, guys. So it's first come, first serve if you want to become get the VIP. And I think it changes every game. It's not like you got the VIP one time and then you keep it or whatever. Yeah, it changes each game. So
I take it off at every game. So each time we have a new game, it's the first 20 people that come on and ask for it, they'll
get it. Exactly. So there you go, guys. And also too, you guys can follow me on my other channel, Cuz We Geeked. Got shows every Saturday mornings, man. Me and my cuz Will talking about all things in the geek culture, Star Wars, DC, Marvel movies, and TV shows, guys. So you guys can join us there. Help us get to our first 100 on that channel. It's a new and up and coming channel, guys. Still trying to make our first goal of our first 100. You have shows every Saturday mornings. King got here with the Core King shirt on, man. Guys can go to Core King. We might need to start posting that link in the description box too, man, for the people.
Yeah, we got tough merchandise there.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff, man. We're gonna talk to him about that, man.
And they make new merchandise all the time. Like
all the time.
New events happen in b-ball land and all, or even in sports land, they usually make a shirt for it. They got a Luka 73. I was thinking about getting as well.
Yeah, I still got to get my shirt, man. Shout out to Jeff and shout out to Core King. I got to get my shirt. I know we got the shout out to Jeff, man. He hooked us up with the stuff. So yeah, I got to get that shirt. Just been busy. But yeah, what else I was gonna say? Oh, also too, guys, you can follow us on all our socials. I got the links down in the comment section below. But this will be up in podcast form tonight, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Dallas plays the Brooklyn Nets. Should be a win. I'm not going to guarantee a win or anything. So we'll see how that goes, man. Hopefully Dallas can string together 2 wins in a row, man. We definitely need it. And I think that's pretty much it, man. You got anything else, King?
Share, more share, guys. A like is an equivalent of a share. I mean, we growing again fast. I see we already got like 20 new subscribers, or more than that maybe, since we got to 2,000. So we on our way fast. Also, Johnny B, folks said to unblock them, man. They say they just pulling your leg, man, having fun. You can't be like that. You can't dish it and not be able to take it. Pause. But yeah, other than that though, everybody just having fun, man. We good. Let's go win tomorrow. Hopefully, Tim Hardaway can give you 30 tomorrow. Hopefully.
We'll see. But yeah, man, listen. With all that being said, man, it is your boys Relle and King from We Talk Mavs. We talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, after the Dallas Mavs play the Brooklyn Nets. Same map time, same map channel. Go Mavs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Peace.